Alright, so we're going to talk about a real life case study. A company wanted to implement a robotic process automation, AI, to solve a problem they were having, right? And only to realize, spoiler alert, that they didn't need it. Let's dive in. So the problem was that there was a repetitive data entry task that was being done in the company, specifically in procurement, where they were getting vendor invoices, and the vendor invoices had to be entered onto a ERP system. So like a SAP or Oracle, one of those systems that the company uses, right, to do their invoicing and accounts and everything. So what they had was one data entry clerk, and that data entry clerk was approximately was doing this data entry 160 hours per month, right? So like a 20 workday month, 8 hours a day, Monday to Friday. And then and the salary was about $6,000 for this person for the month, right? So what the company decided to do was reach out to an AI agency for them to now charge the company and automate this process, right? Then, lo and behold, in order for them to automate this process and integrate the AI, they decided, all right, let's take a look at what this process actually entails. So they mapped the process from end to end, and then they batched the invoices that were coming in from the vendors. So they looked at it, they said, wait now, all right, so we get, I don't know, 50% of our invoices from vendor X, and they get 50% of the invoices from vendor Y. So then they were like, all right, so it's mainly these two vendors, with some outliers, of course, that we use to that this person takes their invoices, I don't know, however much, hundreds or thousands of invoices per month, and enters the data line by line, right, into the ERP system. So the first thing they did was reach out to the vendor and say, listen, is it possible to send these invoices to us via PDF and via email? The vendor was like, yeah, we would actually prefer that. We only print the invoices because you all requested it like that all the time. So this organization reached out to the vendors. They got the vendors to send their invoices to them in PDF, right? And then they used Power Query, right, to extract the information from the PDF and populate an Excel sheet. So essentially what would happen, they would get the emails, they would save the PDFs, they would put them into a folder, they would create the Power Query to feed off of that folder, right, and populate a spreadsheet for them. Then from that, they realized that they could upload the Excel onto the ERP system. So they was like, instead of manually typing in all the information line by line by line, they just hit import, they upload the template onto Excel, and it populates it in the ERP, thereby saving it in the ERP with all the different categories.